Hello, everyone. So today we have a new theme today. Let's talk about cruises, ferry, boat rides. I I am sure most of you have been on one or the other of these, one or the other of these, right? If not, at least heard from others, from others' experiences, right? So let's see, no mistakes over there. Team, let's talk. See the first mistake. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. What's happened here now? So let's talk about cruises, ferry, boat rides. I am sure most of you have been on one or the other of these rides. If not, at least heard from others' experiences. Yes, I think so, right? I think so. So let me pin up that message. Done, done. And now to wait for someone to come and start the conversation with me. And start the conversation with me. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Nice to catch you here. How has been your day? How was your day? How was your day? Today was busy. Okay, yes, when you're at home, you got to catch up on so much to do, right? So much to do. And there's only about so much that Martha can do, right? So you have to catch up on most of the other things, I guess. So, yes, that's like I always say, like, when people are, when wives go out to work, right? When wives go out to work, then the husband has to equally share work in the house as well, right? because we cannot expect our wives to go working out like how we work and then come back to the home and then take care of everything in the home. It has to be shared. Even with us, from the time our kids were born, of course, we had maids and all that. So, back home we had maids, so that was okay. But like when the kids came along, like we took turns with the kids every night. One night her, one night me. So literally, the crib was next to one side of the bed, and we would change position every night. You see, one night she will sleep near the crib, and one night I will sleep near the crib, and we take care of the kid during the night in case the kid gets up, cries, whatever it is. And that was a very funny incident because my wife was a very good sleeper, and I have always been a very light sleeper. So, with the result, even when it was her turn and she was sleeping near the kid will be yelling and she will be fast asleep. I used to almost tease her, like, "Are you pretending to sleep or what?" So, and then it means I have to get off from my bed and go all the way around and see what's wrong with the kid. And of course, when you get the first kid, you're so particular about the kid. So, you try to get up, heat up the milk and bring the milk and give it to the kid and make sure, it's resting well and blah, blah, blah. But when the second kid comes along, then everything is all caution to the wind. We used to give it, we used to give the kid the last feed maybe around 10 o'clock or something. And then if the kid cries at night, just a bottle of water. That's it. No getting up to make milk or anything like that. Just a bottle of water. So, so that was when the second kid came. But the first kid, all the pampering, then things were better. Then things were better. So we'll wait for a few more people to come. Let's see, and then we'll talk more about our theme for today. Because I'm sure many at least have taken a boat ride, correct? I have never been on a cruise, like, when we say cruise, I mean the normal type of cruise, like tour cruises and things like that. But just taking a boat ride, going somewhere around, going in a lake, or even those things about the rowing boat, you row it yourself, right? Then they have the paddle boats, right? In Canada also they have the paddle boats. So yes, I have been on those kind of things, but cruise in a way, yes, I have been because in one of the schools I was teaching in Bombay, the school I passed out from when I went back to teach there, I accompanied the students on a cruise from Bombay to Goa, from Bombay to Goa, and that was like an overnight cruise. So yes, I have been on that cruise. So let's hope a few more come along. And Pita will not be here. She is gone to school. No, she's gone to school, or no, she's gone for the week. Her cousin passed away, right? So she's gone for the week, the Memorial Week service. So they say someone or the other has to remain at the coffin throughout the night. Somebody or the other has to be there. So strange, it's a strange custom because in Canada, like they just lock up everything and everybody goes off. And the viewing is only between certain times, right? In the morning, certain times, and in the evening, certain times. Those are the times that are viewing. That's it. But here in Philippines, they have even like a night vigil. One person, Peter said, one person at least must always be awake near the coffin. So different countries, different customs, different beliefs. I'm thinking that maybe I will stop the live streams. Actually, I was thinking of stopping the live streams this, for the morning session, because invariably I find there's hardly anyone coming, especially weekdays. But that also, it depends. Sometimes I'm getting many people interacting, and sometimes I'm getting very few. But usually, it's been very few in the mornings. But in the evenings, I am getting more people. So I just don't know. I just don't know. Because that will get me, because right now at the moment I have got many things to do in the morning. I have to finalize my packing. I do not know whether I'm okay with the wait. I have to finalize booking my ticket. I've got just 1 week left. I should be leaving next Saturday or Sunday. So yes, Stephen, because in Canada, when my wife passed away, also they don't have all that. And even the viewing, of course, we could remain there, but the people have work to do. They like to lock up everything and go away, right? Hello, Calvo. How are you? Oh, Calvo, your stream has ended. Right, Calvo, your stream has ended. I was I was watching your stream. I was watching your live stream, Calvo. I kept it on mute. I kept it on mute, silent, but I was watching your live stream. So you have gone off. If there is somebody else on a live stream, I will let me check if somebody else is on a live stream. No, so this person was on the live stream 5 hours ago. 14 hours ago. 58 minutes ago. Okay, let me see if this person still okay. Okay, I found somebody who's commented now. Uh, I saw your name on Calvo live earlier, Winston. Yes, I was on his right till it went off. Even though I came on my live stream, but I transferred him. I transferred him. That's why I just showed it. I just showed it on my screen. I just showed it on my screen that his live stream just ended. So because his live stream ended, I'm just searching for somebody else on their live stream. Yeah. So just to support people. It's nice to support people. So Filipino Unique, Laika or Angelica. She is on. She is on a live stream, and oh, she's cooking shrimps. Wow, nice big ones. So she needs about 1,000 watch hours still left for monetization. So I'm trying to support her as much as I can with watch hours. So I whenever I see her on, if I'm not busy, I'm free to log in and keep it on. I do it. So right now she is on mute, so can't hear what she's saying, but that's okay. So yes, so earlier I was on Calvo, and I told Calvo also I will stay with him right till he finishes his live. So when I started my live, I transferred him from my laptop to the phone. Then uh, on my second channel, I think I can. Yeah, on my second channel, I think I can uh, also keep her on live on my second channel. So she'll get a double watch hours. Okay. So that's done. And now I go back to, okay. Think I will go rabbit hunting in the morning. Okay, lots of rabbits. That reminds me, I've never eaten rabbit flesh. I've never eaten rabbit meat. Yeah, I've never eaten rabbit meat. I've eaten venison, so that I've eaten. Uh, Rabbit meat I've never eaten. I've eaten frog's legs. Oh my god, when I cooked it and gave it to I told my wife, we want to taste. She said, what is this? I said, chicken legs. She had a look and said, no, 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 this is not chicken legs. What is it? I said, it's frog's legs. She said, eee, no, I'm not, I dare not eat it. Chicken legs. Oh, rabbit is good, but I like squirrel. Oh my god, squirrel also. Really? I never knew squirrels are eaten also. Hmm. Squirrel meat is better than rabbit meat. Wow. First time I'm hearing of that, squirrel. So you shoot them with your bow and arrow? Because those squirrels move so fast, even they move so fast. My sister has been trying to capture so many times, the squirrel in her front garden, and they were just darting from one place to another, and she's pretty far. She's on the porch, but yet they are so fast and they are so watchful. So then I told her she can easily, squirrel gravy. See, on my channel, some or the other, we talk about food only, right? We are always talking about food on my channel. So either I am speaking about food or somebody else. And it makes me hungry, honestly. It makes me hungry just talking about food, especially when something appears to be yummy. You said it's delicious, so wow, yes, I've never, so I don't know. But uh, but it would also depend on the spices you put, right? Also depends on the spices, I guess so. Though of course meat does taste different. Different meat or different animals do taste different. So no, I've never. Okay, Stephen. Whenever God wills it, and I come to visit you, then we shall hunt together, and we shall eat together, and we shall cook together. And I will taste rabbit and squirrel for the first time in my life. I've never. Even Filipino eunuch is showing some cooking video about shrimps. So, they're also food. Nice jumbo shrimps. Jumbo shrimps. Oh, it's snowing now. Just imagine. You had 12 point something yesterday, and now today it's snow. You had minus 2.7, and then yesterday you had 12.2 or something, and now it's going snowing again. Wow, how the weather keeps changing like that. Yeah, I've never eaten squirrel or rabbit. I've eaten pigeon. I've eaten pigeon. Pigeon is very heaty. Pigeon meat is very heaty. Yes, I can track the rabbits down in the snow tomorrow. Ah, yes, their footprints, huh? See where they are hiding. So, Stephen, anything about cruises? You have been on cruises, ferries, boat rides, anything like that? I've never been on a cruise or a ferry, but I have done a lot of fishing from small boats. Okay, all right. I I've been on a cruise, as I said earlier, from Bombay to Goa. I in the school that I passed out from, and I went back to teach in the school. So I went on a cruise from. Thank you, Calvo. Thank you for being here. I went on a cruise from Bombay to Goa along with the school students, and I went, and my parents coincidentally also had decided to go to Goa, so I went with the school trip, and I came back with the school trip as well. So that was overnight. That was an overnight trip. And I remember I was sucking on limes, and everybody asking me, "What happened? Are you seasick?" And I said, "No, but I do get seasickness, kind of. So I'm just taking it. I get bus sickness, so I don't know about the sea, but I'm just taking a precaution, like." So somewhere somebody said, you suck on lime and it's good. And so that's what I did throughout the journey, and I didn't have any seasickness, so I was lucky. And then that was the only time. My wife wanted to go for the Caribbean cruises, but somehow the other, she just kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off till she went off, right? So we never ever went for those kind of cruises. Ferry, I have been on a ferry ride. I took a ferry from Wellington to the north of South Island. So Wellington is in North Island. It's at the southernmost tip of the North Island, and a place called Picton, Picton, Picton. A place called Picton is the northernmost part of the South Island of New Zealand. So New Zealand has two islands, one north, one south. So they had this ferry from Wellington to Picton. So I did travel by that ferry, and it was a couple of hours. So I enjoyed, went early morning or something, and so I enjoyed the day route, for that ferry, and yeah, I enjoyed that trip very much. I went by ferry, came by ferry as well. Just a day trip. So I just did not roam anywhere far away. I just roamed around the area, Picton, just around the area, the shopping places, because it's heavy tourist destination, right? Because of the ferry. So shopped around, shopped around there. So I've been on ferry and boat rides. I've been on many boat rides. Once my sister, her family, my family, we all went to uh, Muscat, Oman, and over there we went for this. We took a boat ride, and my heart was in my mouth. And the waves, the boat was literally rocking from side to side, and the waves were threatening to enter the boat. The waves were so high and threatening to come into the boat. So it was a river, so it's not really the waves, but it's just like the ripples, and the boat shaking. So it was causing huge kind of height for the ripples, water, So it was not like the beach waves, but each time that the boat tilts one side and then tilts the other side, you feel that water really going high, and almost like it's going to enter the boat. So I was really frightened and scared. I'm scared of water, right? Where my feet cannot touch the floor, I'm scared of water. So, yes, that was a boat ride. I just held on to the side of the boat as tight as possible and, you know, just enjoyed the view. When my father was younger, we would spend the whole night fishing from a boat at least once every summer. So, how is it like night fishing? Because, is there any kind of light, or do you have a light on the boat? you know and is it like a kind of just a small boat, or is it like a fishing trawler, or like? So that means, Steven, you are a good swimmer, I guess, right? You must be a good swimmer. I have gone fishing, but you have to have so much of patience, really. You have to have so much of patience. And thank you, Calvo, thank you so much for interacting. And the other day when I was going to by bus, I passed this. It's kind of a lake. I thought it was a canal, but the canal had a dead end, so a water body, let's just say. But I guess it is beaming with fish because people had 4 and 5 and 6 fishing rods kept in a line. One guy having 4 to 6 fishing rods in a line, and some of them just had one or two, and they were, just six in a line, and he's sitting one side waiting for the tug on his line. So yeah, it was really, very surprising, very surprising. So many of them. That means real good fish must be there, abundance of fish. And the other thing is that they are experienced in fishing to have like 4 to 6 fishing rods. They are well experienced for that. Fairly small boat, and yes, we had lights. We usually would anchor as close to a river dam as we could, and catch catfish at night. Okay, okay. Catfish is quite tasty. I've eaten catfish out here in Thailand. I've eaten catfish, and it's quite tasty. And the thing is, when I cook fish, it all tastes the same kind of. Like, okay, there is a slight difference, but I guess it's because of the spices I put. It's the same kind of spices, so it like gives you the same kind of taste. But I like the taste of catfish. But I like best tilapia. Best, I like tilapia. So here I'm eating tilapia because I do not know what are some of the other fishes, though I see people buying it, right? See people buying a variety of fish, but then I'm not sure what it is, so I don't really buy it. But I have bought ready-made fried fish. I've bought ready-made fried fish. Hello, Iya. Like number 5. Thank you, Iya. Thank you so much, Iya. Thank you for joining here. Yeah, were you on a live stream earlier? Because I did not see. I was looking for someone. Then I saw Calvo on live stream. So I joined his live stream. I like tilapia, but it doesn't live around here. Okay, okay. You have eaten tilapia also. Yes, I like it. In India, uh, try this. Try this fish, Stephen. Try this fish, okay? In India, in India, we get a fish called pomfret. Let me just write it down. At least in Bombay, we get it. In Bombay, we get this fish called pomfret. You'll get pomfret in a kind of a silvery color, and you'll also get them as a white pomfret. So the white and the silvery white is like almost kind of similar. Some of them are mostly the silvery ones are the smaller in size, and you can just take it. What my wife used to do was after cleaning up everything, she slits it on either side. On either side, she will slit it. She will stuff it with spices. Just slit it a little bit, right? And then fill in the spices on both sides and then fry it. And then there is the big white ones. So those were the small silvery ones. Then there are the big white ones. So the white one, we would mostly cut it in slices and fry it, mix the spice and fry. And then there is also the black pomfret, the black pomfret. And that also comes big sizes, big and bigger and all that. So that also same thing, cut in slices, mixture of spices and fried. I like fried fish. I don't so much like curry fish. So the silver and the white pomfrets are costlier than the black ones. But to me, and even like my wife and all, we always prefer to eat the black one because it is tastier than the white pomfret. So, Stephen, you do get it. I have even seen it in places like Walmart, but of course, it's the frozen ones. But I've seen it in Walmart, and any of the Chinese stores also. I have seen them having it, and it says them from India. It says from India. If you have never tasted it before, I would suggest just to try it once. Try it once. The black pomfret has a little thicker skin than the white pomfret, than the white and silver ones. They have a little thicker skin. So some of you may, want to after frying it, the skin would be loose enough to just pull it off if you don't have a taste for it. But for the white and the silvery, you can eat it as it is. It's the skin and all. It's very thin and it's nice. So try it, Stephen. Try it and see. And if you ever do think of trying it, just let me know. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, just let me know what you think about it. And I also there is also a golden pomfret. The golden pomfret, but that is coming from China or somewhere that side, a golden pomfret. But that also is very tasty. That's a nice big size one. Thin skin. You can just, eat the skin. It has a thin skin. Yes, I suddenly remembered. So, if I went to the Chinese supermarket, then I would buy this golden pomfret. Funny, in India we don't have, but in China, the golden pomfret. So, yes, that also very tasty. The golden pomfret. Try and let me know. Try and let me know what you think about it. Oh, okay. So if you buy a little big size pomfret, you'll be eating it for weeks or days. But it's really tasty. We used to buy a lot when we were in Bombay. I mean Bombay, Pune, like when we were there in India. We used to buy a lot of pomfret. I really loved it. Oh my god, I'm feeling more and more hungry now. So yeah, yeah, can you translate for Calvo if he has ever been on a cruise or a boat ride or a ferry, if he has traveled, to share his experience with us? He can type a little bit in Tagalog or Bisaya. He can type, and we can always translate later. So he can always type. And you also, Iya, do tell us if you have been. You must be on a boat ride because ferry because you are living on an island. So if you ever come to the mainland, then you have to travel by ferry. So sure, you would have been on a ferry, right? Ah, she doesn't eat a lot of meat. I've eaten turkey. I've eaten turkey. And of course, like US and Canada, the Thanksgiving turkey. We have never bought turkey at home that way, because naturally, who's going to sit down and eat a big turkey? And to me, turkey meat is a little hard, right? I feel that it's a little hard. So we just buy a small bit of turkey meat from the store. But I'm willing to try rabbit and squirrel. I'm willing to try it, rabbit and squirrel. Deer I've eaten, venison, deer I've eaten. Wild boar I've not eaten wild boar, but many people eat wild boar. And I guess it's like pig, right? Wild boar. So maybe I don't know. But pigs, yes, pork I've eaten. Does Martha eat pork and chicken? Does Martha eat pork and chicken? Does Martha eat pork and chicken? Yes, she eats pork and chicken. Okay, that's good. Steven, like nowadays, you are watching my live, so you are going to bed late. But like normally before that, what would you do? Like do you normally go to bed early when you have off days? I stopped eating pigeon meat. I used to go with a friend in that school I taught for 10 years. So I used to go with him. He used to have an air rifle and all. So we used to go for pigeon shooting and all. But I don't know why. I just felt sad, you know, because sometimes the way the pigeons get shot, like, where they get shot and things like that, and see them fluttering, and, I don't know why I feel sad. Killing a chicken also, I feel sad. I feel sad about killing a chicken. That's why we used to look after when we were kids, my parents and all. We used to look after poultry, and I believe when I was born in that uptown country, um, we had a lot, and my mother always said like she had names for each of them, Specky and Specko, and God knows what all names. I know Specky because it was speckled. She said that's what they call. So it depends on what I plan doing the next day, what time I go to bed. Okay, right. But I appreciate now, like you are still, you stay on my live stream and you stay till midnight. You know, usually at 12 noon I pack up, and you are still, stay on till that time. So yeah, I am really thankful to that. Like I'm really very eagerly anticipating to check my watch hours this evening. At 3 o'clock, it updates on my app. On the app, it updates at 3 o'clock, and on the laptop, it updates at 5 o'clock. So, what shows at 3 o'clock on the app, the same thing shows at 5 o'clock on the laptop. So, before I used to wait till 5 o'clock, but the other day, I when I was doing the videos for my second channel, so I had to log on to the app on my phone. And when I logged on to the app at my phone, then at one time I suddenly discovered and I saw, uh, I went in to see the statistics and I said, oh, it's already updated 3 o'clock. There was something new. And I said, looked at the time and I said, oh, it's just little past 3 o'clock. Oh, so maybe 3 o'clock. So the following day at 3 o'clock, I logged in and I saw, sure enough, I logged in little before 3, and no, it had not updated. And the minute it reached 3 o'clock, it updated. So I said, okay, so on the app, it updates at 3 o'clock, but on the laptop, it updates at 5 o'clock. So now I go in to watch it at 3 o'clock. So I have to wait till 3 o'clock. I haven't tried pigeon, but we used to have and hunt a lot of wild grouse. But grouse are almost impossible to find near me anymore. Okay. I have never eaten grouse. No, I've never eaten that. And to be honest with you, I need to Google and see what it looks like. Uh, I've heard the name. I've heard that name. I've heard that name, especially when I'm looking at wildlife, anything on wildlife and something, but I've not really seen it. I've not really seen it. I may have seen it on the videos or the pictures, but in real life, I've never seen a grouse. Let me check. It says subfamily of birds, and it says mountain grouse. Oh, in Canada they have. Okay, they have it in Canada. Come on. Where are the pictures? Okay, okay, yes. So it looks more like kind of chickens, right? It looks like that. Okay, it seems to look more like resemble the chickens, like the poultry. Okay, right, right. Fluffle grouse. Hmm. Yes, yes. They look more like peasants. You're right. You're right. Not like chickens, but yes, more like peasants. I couldn't get that name, but yes, they look more like peasants, and they're even spotted and all like the peasants. Yes, they look more like peasants. You're right, Stephen. I don't really. I've just seen maybe peasants in a zoo kind of a thing, but not really seen it in real life elsewhere in the wild or something like. And never eaten peasants either. Never eaten peasants either. So I think in that connection, I have come across the name grouse. Yes, related to the peasants. True. Pigeon is very heaty. Another thing, there is really not that much flesh in the pigeon unless it's a fat pigeon. Otherwise, there's not really that much flesh in the pigeon, and it's very heaty, very heaty. So, like summer and all, you need to avoid it. If the weather's cold and you have pigeon, it's good at that time. My father used to cut the poultry, the chickens and all. He used to cut, and they cut the neck and let the blood drain out. And then when it's like fully gone, passed out, because even when the blood is draining out, the way they keep struggling and the way they keep flipping and moving, and they can travel very far even in that condition. They travel very far. Hello, Pita. How are you? I told everybody Pita might not be here because she's out. So, it's your lunch break now. It's your lunch break. Thank you, Pita, for coming in during your lunch break and joining us. So, Pita, today's theme: have you ever been on a cruise or in a boat or a ferry? Have you ever been for any of them? The state turns peasants loose not far from me every year, but I don't hunt them, Stephen says. They are hard to hunt without a trained bird dog. Okay. So yes, I have seen the dogs. The dogs run out. Basically the dogs run and catch the peasants, right? Basically, it's the dog that does the work. That's what I've seen in videos. It's the dog that does the work. I am handling bread and pastry course for the whole day. Oh yes, not outside school. Yes, you told me bread and pastry. So there we are still talking about food. We are still talking about food. So Pita, how do they bake bread at your schooling? How do they bake bread? They won't have a big oven. So where do they bake it? In a small bake, in a small kind of bake, like how a microwave is. So do they have small kind of bake for the bread? Short area ferries only. Yes. Okay. So you have been on ferries. Right. Right. I have been out with the anglers. I have been with a few anglers out fishing, but I'm more holding on to the boat than I'm doing anything else. And not too far from the shore, not too far from the shore, kind of in the river, because I'm there without a life jacket, right? Very dangerous for me. But I have tried certain things. I've tried bungee jumping. I will never try. Bungee jumping is something I will never try. When I went to Australia and we were in Sydney, I have a video. You you have to go up the steps you have to go up to a very high place, all right, a high place, and then from there you enter onto a little ledge. You enter and sit on a little ledge, and you are looking down, and a little in front they have a bar. You have to make up your mind. Once you get on that bar, the only way out is down. That's the only way you can go. There is no way you can come back. So if you chicken when you're sitting up there on that ledge, and if you chicken out, move out from there. Don't attempt it, because once you have to hold that bar, and then you have to lunge forward. And once you have lunged forward, you're only hanging on that bar, and then you have to release it, and you fall on the giant slide. You fall on the slide. So yes, oh my God. While I was hanging, I was just thinking to myself, oh shit, I hope everything goes well. And I released. They say just count, like 5 seconds, and just release. So I released and I came down. You land like you can land on your bottom or your rump or your back, and then automatically your back also is touching because it slides, it goes, and then it comes out down at the end. So the first time I went, and then I said, hey, I want to go again. And I told my friend, they said, no way they are going. But I am venturous to some extent. So I said, okay, I want to go again. And I'd given them my camera to shoot a video. And I said, okay, I'm going again. I had to look at the video and I said, oh, good, I'm going again, because it's not really come out nice. So just try to capture me properly. So they said, okay. So then I went again. So the guy said, oh, you want to go again? I said, yes, I enjoyed it. So I went again, and then we moved on from there. But the second time, they captured me very well, right till the end, and then me coming out. As I'm coming up, they stopped the video. So that was good. I'm not too fond of pastry cakes, but if you give things like mince pies and those kind of things, I like to eat that. But cakes, I would eat, but it depends. I'm not really fond of cakes, and other kind of pastries related to cakes. But yes, give me like patties and mince pies and those kind of things. Yes, I would eat. Steven says, I've never been deep sea fishing, but would like to someday. Hmm. But then you have to go in one of those fishing trawlers, and then you have to go with, I guess, nets and all that, I guess. Or you have to have a very strong line, correct? Because you could land a big fish. They will take you, your line, and your reel also with you. So I guess you'll have to have a very, very strong line for deep sea. I have watched when I went to a place called Velenkani. I mentioned when I was talking about the live stream about trains. I mentioned at that time that at this place in Velenkani, every evening the fishermen would go out in their fishing boats early morning, and then they would come back like at sunset, like they would come back to the shore with their catch, and on the beach they are setting out their catch, all the same type of fish together. They have this, and then they sell it into little, like, groups, like, the each fish into a little group of, I don't know, 4 5 whatever it is. No weighing scale, nothing, just some groups like that. And there are prices for it. So you pick up whatever group you want. You cannot just buy one or two fish. No, you have to buy in the group. So you just pick that up. So we used to go there, and we used to buy fish from there and bring it back. And we had at the resort where we were staying, we had a lady who used to cook the food for us, and we used to give them also the food to eat. And the son used to accompany us to do the translation for the language, to transfer the language. So Pita says bread and pastries are usually sweet, very sweet. Yes. Pita says, when I was younger, I loved eating breads and pastries. Now gearing towards healthy, healthy living with organics. Okay, right. Stephen, yes, very strong line. Yes, very strong line because you don't know what you're going to catch, right? You don't know what you're going to catch. So yes, you need a very, very strong line. You need a strong line, and you need to have a good length of the strong line also, right? A good length, because sometimes that fish can keep pulling. That fish can keep pulling, the reel for quite a while. They could keep pulling. So, uh, right. I have seen in videos. I've seen videos. I've seen it in movies and videos. I've never seen in real life. I avoid going out at sea. I avoid going out at sea unless I have to. The ferry is okay. The ferry is okay. They give you life jackets. Oh yes. Oh yes, I forgot. I've traveled by ferry in Thailand. When I first came here in 2007, we went island hopping to 7 different islands. I given also in my live stream before. I mentioned about that, and I spoke about I spoke about I think about the 7 islands. I went to 3 or 4 islands, and then my courage gave way. So at that time, like, I really enjoyed. It was good, at that time. It was really good. So yes, I went by ferry that time, island hopping. Good experience. That was very good experience. First time in like going in deep sea and all. I was really so scared, but I was holding on to the net. One guy was swimming with it had like a conical net, and uh, his side at the peak, his side had a kind of an arm thick band. He put it right under his arm and his shoulder and all. And there were 3 of us, one on either side, and I was in the middle, holding on for dear life. I even had that kind of snorkel and all, but I never dipped my head underwater. No, I said if I dip my head underwater, I may go. Of course, they say, I see other people, they are life jacket, they are floating. But I am scared. I'm scared. Oof. Maybe somebody is there and they hold my hand, or near the ship, like, near the boat. If somebody holds my hand and let me just, or holds me from the back or something like that, and let me try to paddle and see how it is, I may get over that fear, right? With the life jacket, knowing that, yes, because I had given the incident also. My brother in law, my wife's brother, younger brother, he got his ship sank. He was on a big ship, like, and his ship sank off the coast of Japan. And it seems that sea over there is infested with sharks, but some or the other, not, I don't know, like, which part of the sea, but no sharks visited them, thankfully. And overnight, so you can imagine, overnight in the dark, you do not know where you're going, you do not know who's at the side of you. In the dark, he said, for 1 year, he did not go back on ship. He did not go back. He was so scared to go back. He said, no, never. And then after 1 year, like, he had a calling back to the sea. Remind me of a poem by Longsfield. Longsfield. I must go down to the sea again, to the lonely sea and sky, and all I ask is a sailing ship and a crew to steer me by. Studied years ago, studied. H.W. Longfellow? H.W. Longfellow? I think so, H.W. Longfellow. H.W. Longfellow. Very nice poem. How he loves to go out to sea, he loves to go sailing. H.W. Longfellow. I don't know why W.H. Davies is in my mind, but I think W.H. Davies is for what is this life if full of care? What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows. I think that was by W.H. Davis, and this thing about the sea is by H.W. Longfellow, something like that. I can't check my phone because I'm watching that. It's not a live stream, it's a replay. But anyhow, she will get the watch hours, poor thing. Let me see. I'm. I must. I must go. I must go down to the sea again. Poem. Let me see. Oh, Masefield, not Longfellow. John Masefield. I knew something is wrong. Yeah, not H.W. Longfellow. It is by John Masefield. John Masefield. I must go down. Sea fever. It's called sea fever. I must go down to the sea again, to the lonely sea and sky. Let's see what it said. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by, and the wheels kick, and the wind song, and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face, and a grey dawn breaking. I must go down to the sea again. I must go down to the sea again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying, and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the sea again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and quiet sleep and sweet dreams when the long trick's over. Nice poem. Studied it in my school days. Very nice poem. Yeah, so John Masefield, I should remember that, not W.H. Longfellow. So W.H. Davies. And I think the other one, I have no time to stand and stare. I think that is W.H. Davies, if I'm not mistaken. I, I, I have no time to. Okay. This title of the poem also is different. Leisure. W.H. Davies. Yes. So, okay, that at least I got right. Leisure by W.H. Davies, William Henry Davies. So, what is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows, no time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass, no time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night, no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet as they can dance, no time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. Incidentally, I write poems myself. Okay, incidentally, I also write poems myself. Uh, to write my poem, I really, really need to be having inspiration. I really need inspiration. And I can make a four-line couplet. I can make a four-line couplet like within minutes, like, very fast. Rhyming and everything I can make. So, uh, thank you, Calvo, for still being here. And Calvo, ako 8 p.m. live ko pa kilapa kita mamayang gabi. Okay, so you will be going live at 8 o'clock in the evening. I will be going live at 6 o'clock in the evening, your time. Okay, Calvo, I will be going live at 6 o'clock in the evening. And I've got a very nice 6 o'clock your time, Calvo, Philippine time. 5 o'clock my time. 5 o'clock morning, Steven's time. Poor Steven. Maybe I will see you at 6:30 or something, like you came in yesterday at 6:30, or this morning your time 6:30 you came in, so maybe I would see you at that time. Yes, and I've got another very interesting theme for this evening. Another interesting theme for this evening. Yes, Pita will be busy. Pita will be busy at the funeral wake. Pita will be busy at the funeral wake tonight. So, because tomorrow is the funeral, right? Tomorrow is the funeral. So, Pita will be busy at the funeral wake tonight, right? See, Pita, I can read. I can read Tagalog, Bisaya. See, I can read Bisaya. Okay. You said you are very busy and you'll not be able to be there. You'll be at the at the funeral wake, at the wake memorial wake, whatever it's called. So I'm understanding. Like yesterday, it was strange. Yesterday, I went for a haircut. So the fellow is asking me, he said, "You India, India?" I said, "Yes, India." And then when I finished my haircut and I was paying him, I thanked him and all in Thai. I thanked him very much. And then he suddenly asked me something he said in Thai, and I don't know what entered my mind, but I said, Nung P. P means year. P. They pronounce it as P. So P means year and Nung means one. So I just told him 1 year. And he said, Nung P. Okay, Nung P. Uh, then you go India? He said like that. Then you go India? I said, yes, I go India now. Okay. So I don't know why. I just kind of understood. He was asking me, how long have I been in Thailand? You know, just so. Okay, so you'll be somewhere else, Calvo, at 6 o'clock. No problem, Calvo. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. And this was my wife's favorite song. I think it was sung by some Jamaican group, right? Forget the name. Oh, but it was always a famous song. So much so, one of my son's girlfriends, now she's no longer the girlfriend, but she came and she and another one, they both sang this song, when they came to visit. They both sang this song, in the church, uh, during the visitation, a tribute to my wife, because she loved this song. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. That's all I know of the song. Don't worry, be happy. So yes, it's very nice. Like I've got somebody on my live stream on my phone. Otherwise, I would have tried to, uh, you know, go with the translator. I got a lens, the lens. So I just point my camera. I take a picture of that, or not even take a picture. I just go with the lens. I say translate, and then it translates for me. I can take a picture if I want, or I can save it, or I can just click on listen, and then it will repeat to me what the translation is. So yes. So I think Alvo is saying that he's also looking at Pita's videos, and so Pita thanks him for the support. How am I doing, Pita? How am I doing? How am I doing with Bisaya? Oh my God! Now too much, more and more Bisaya, and now very difficult. Is Calvo saying about? Is Calvo talking about your subscribers, Pita? Is Calvo talking your about your subscribers? Last I saw you had 20 subscribers, which is good. Good start. 20 subscribers. So that was a good start. So as Iya told you, start putting in the hashtags. Hashtags will, uh, you know, um, that's what we say search engines, right? You're familiar with it, right? SEOs. So the hashtags adds to that. The hashtags help in people locating your video, finding your video. So yeah. So unfortunately, I looked into the fridge this morning and I find I have no food. I have no food to cook. So I was wondering, what do I do? So thankfully, I've got some noodles. So today it's only plain noodles. So sad. Plain noodles. But it's okay. Something better than nothing, right? And I'm feeling so hungry because we are talking about food, 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 food also. So, yeah, uh, Pita, ask Calvo if he has ever been for a cruise or for or travel by ferry or a boat or something. Ask him if he has ever. He can comment and you can translate for us while you are here. You can translate for us what he says. So just ask him if he has ever been on any cruise or a ferry or a boat ride. So yes, I've been on ferry, New Zealand, and even here in Thailand in 2017. Yes, I forgot about that. See, so I've been on ferry visiting island hopping, 7 island hoppings, and boat rides. I've been on many boat rides. The ones with in lakes, like the one with the oar and the paddle boats, right? Paddle boats. with your feet. You keep paddling it. So pedaling boats, sorry, pedaling boats, and the oars, the paddling boats. So I have been in the lake. I have been in that. In Canada also, I have been there. So I get so happy. I get so happy when I see so many of these young girls in Philippines, the Filipino Pinay, so many of the young girls, they are really coming from very poor families. But they now joined YouTube. They've started their own YouTube channel, and they have now started living a better lifestyle. The clothes they wear, the food they are eating. You see them also visiting nice restaurants. And I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy. Now I'm just looking at this one particular girl's channel. She's only about 21, 22 years now. She must be 22 years old. And she's she was cooking shrimps, and my God, they were jumbo shrimps. They were real jumbo shrimps, real big ones. And even after cooking, when they shrink, they were solid size. Solid size they were, solid size they were. They curl up, right, but solid they were. And then they were having their lunch. So far I saw her. I think I saw another sister. I saw their mom, not their mom, but their mom passed away. Their mom passed away last year or year before last sometime. And so must be their aunt or somebody. Then there was another young boy in the house. They lost an elder brother last year in a motorcycle accident. It was very sad. So there are three sisters. All three sisters have now started their YouTube channel. This one sister needs about 1,000 watch hours. So I've got her on my phone, and I've got her also on my laptop under my new channel. I've got her there also. So whatever. She's been quite a long while. She's been quite a long while. Uh, let's see how long she has been on the video. Uh, she has been streaming for 3 hours. Wow. Okay, she has been streaming for 3 hours. No, 3 hours. 3 hours ago she streamed, but her thing is for one hour, 1 hour and 26 minutes. So that's good, right? So I've been watching it for the maybe second or third time now. Right. Been watching it for the second or third time. It's a replay. Right, right. So it's a replay. Ah, this must be the auntie, I guess. Or the grandmother? No, the auntie. She's settling flowers somewhere. So their mother was a flower seller. Can you imagine? The mother is a flower seller and the father is a laborer. And mainly the mother was earning with the flowers, and that is how she, you know, brought up all her kids. I can't imagine what poverty is like. I can't imagine what poverty is like when I see when I see how people are living like in poverty. It's really so sad. Really very sad. But it's so nice, to see how enterprising they are. So this must be the auntie because the grandmother also used to sell flowers. They are so attached to their father now after their mother passed away. They are so attached to their father. And some time ago, last year, the father fell off from a tree. He was climbing up and he fell from a tree. He hurt himself. He couldn't do any work for some time. Really, we were just praying that, he's not seriously injured, like, back or something like that. Thankfully, he recovered after about 2 weeks. He was much better. And now he's back to normal. But you never know, like, in the long run, you never know when these injuries can, you can be affected with these injuries, later on in life. Funeraya. So you're going for the funeral and there will be no Wi Fi connection. Or maybe you will have it if you have it. I'm good, in just looking at few words and putting it together. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm good at deduction. I'm good at deduction. I love spy movies. I love murder mysteries. I love spy movies. I love espionage. Espionage. I love that. I am feeling hungry. Wi-Fi connection at the funeral chapel isn't that strong. Yes, I know you were talking about that. Don't worry. I know. I said it. I said it. I said I'm Sherlock Holmes. I can put two and two together. I can put two and two together. Yes. So I don't know. Joyce didn't come today. It's a Friday night. She didn't come. Maybe she's having some video problems, internet connection problems. She's always having internet connection problems. Yes, Calvo says visit his live at 8 p.m. tonight. He will introduce you to his friends, says Calvo. Okay, sure. Thank you, Calvo. Uh, So, I'm nobody's child. I'm nobody's child. Just like a flower, I'm growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy smiles. Nobody wants me. I'm nobody's child. I'm nobody's child. I'm nobody's child. Just like a flower, I'm growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy smiles. Nobody wants me. I'm nobody's child. Nobody's child is always God's child, right? God will always be there. I guess Cebuana and Bisaya might be something almost the same. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Hold it soft against my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time, so help me make it through the night. I don't care who's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone. Okay, Stephen, thank you for staying on here for so long, Stephen. I appreciate it. And wish you a good night's sleep, a good night rest to you and Martha. And really praying and storming heaven that Martha gets really better and better in some way or the other. So thank you so much for all that. And take care. Take care, Stephen. Take care. May see you tomorrow morning, or unless you're going fishing early morning, unless you go fishing early morning, I guess. So whenever, next time. Okay. I don't care who's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. It's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Yes, that's what I thought. Cebuana and Bisaya is the same, right? Is the same. Tagalog is so different. Tagalog, so different it is. After my lunch, I'll quickly just pull out my. No, I better not. I'll just do it 1 or 2 days before. I'll just settle my baggage 1 or 2 days before, because then putting it will be a problem. I don't want to leave it lying down. I got a closet here. I put one in the closet and one on top of the closet. So no, I'll take it down 1 or 2 days before and leave it down. And one I can put up and one I can put down. Let's see. So, Pita, did Calvo say anything about traveling by bus, or I'm sorry, by traveling by going on a cruise, or traveling by boat or ferry? Did Calvo say anything? So, so Pita, did the Calvo say anything? Yeah, thank you, Iya. Thank you. Iya, tell me, you must have definitely traveled by ferry. Have you ever been on a cruise or gone anywhere? Oh, yes, while you're doing laundry. That's good. So, Iya, have you ever been on a cruise, a ferry? Iya is having ferries each time she goes to the mainland. Yes, because she's living on an island. That's why I said definitely she's traveled by ferry. Yes, definitely she would have traveled by a ferry. So I wonder whether I wonder whether she would have to travel often to the mainland. Okay. Like, is there any reason she would have to travel often to the mainland, or do they only go once in a way because everything is already available for them? 1 hour to go. Wow. You're far from the mainland, Ia. Takes you 1 hour to travel there and 1 hour then to travel back again. Wow. So it must be like a 1 day picnic. Yes, Ia. You must be having like a 1 day picnic going to the mainland. By the time you go there, 1 hour, do your shopping, have lunch, whatever it is, then 1 hour come back. And it must be, are there any particular timing for the barge? Is there any particular timing? Like, do they travel late at night, or do they stop at certain time in the night and start certain time in the morning? What are the timings for the barge? Like, what's the first morning barge and going to the mainland, and what's the last one coming back from the mainland? So, what time does the first boat leave in the morning, and what time does the last boat leave to come back to your island in the night? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, understand. Okay. Now, let's do some translation work. Let's do a lot of translation work. Translate. Uh, 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 uh. Where is listen? Translate. Okay, so now I have the translator on. That's good. Barge timing depends from destination to destination port of departure. Last trip is 5 p.m. Okay, last trip is 5 p.m. Uh, my viewers are many. Calvo says my viewers are many. Ia is now only in Bohol. Ia will be live at 6 p.m. Okay, yeah, you're going to be live at 6 p.m., but I also will be live. But I will keep you on my phone. I will keep you on my phone. Come again. Huh? How funny. Pita, the translation only gives me come again, come again, come again, come again. But you have written different. What a translation this is. Rubbish translator. Trips to come again start only in Bohol and or Baligun. Baligan. Okay, from Baligan they go only to Mindanao. Okay, okay. This translator is not a very good one. I now I can see it's not a very good translator because it's giving wrong translation. It's giving very wrong translation. From Mindanao to Camiguin, travel via Baligan Port. Okay. Hmm. For Cebu is from Baligan Port, where in Camiguin too. Okay. Yes, sometimes. Iya says yes. Sometimes landing go from Balingan to Butuan and then Butuan to Surigao. Then Sake ferries from Lipata port to Visaya. Mm. Wow, too many ferry trips. That is. Surigao, must visit Surigao. Do island hopping from Surigao. Yes, Maya. Maya, very nice to see you, Maya. We see Maya and Pita. Very nice. Yeah, must be very painful to travel long. But it depends on whether the seats are comfortable. Is there cushion seats or hard wooden seats? I don't know. For longer trips, they must be having nice seating. I know for some of the ferries, they have nice cabins for overnight. Overnight travel, they have cabins also. They have cabins also. Okay, then. Okay, everyone. Then I think I've completed 2 hours, and I'm also feeling hungry, so I think I will end the live stream now. Okay, and thank you all for being here till the end. Right, thank you for all of you who are here till the end. I appreciate it, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how many watch hours I get by from YouTube this evening, because last 2 days they have been giving me little better watch hours. I don't know why, that I've been getting better watch hours last 2 days. So I don't know. Let me see what they have said for, because for yesterday was good. Yesterday evening was a good one, and this morning was good. But last 2 days the mornings were not good. Last 2 days the mornings were not good. Only the evenings were good, but they gave me good watch hours. So maybe the videos also people watching. I know Pita has been replaying a lot of my videos. So yeah, I don't know. So let me see. But if they are really giving me better watch hours, then I'm happy. I'm happy for that. Now, what's happened here now? Have I got more characters or what? I don't know. It's not showing me how many characters extra. Okay. So thank you for the lovely discussion. The lovely discussion. This evening I have another very interesting topic that all can relate to. Look out for the notification. Pray for Martha, Stephen, Rusty, Myrna, Nair, and Pita. Pray for Pita also, because she's having too many losses in her family, and just pray it stops. It stops. No more. No more. It just stops. Thank you, Calvo, for being here till the end. Thank you so much, Calvo. I appreciate it. I will definitely be on your live stream at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be on your live stream at 6 o'clock on my phone. I will be there, because my live stream is at 6 o'clock also, but I will be there on your live stream. I'll log in from my phone. Okay. So, yes, thanks to all of you. I really appreciate that. Let me pin my thank you message to everybody. So, right. So, love you all and God bless. Love you all and God bless. All right. Take care. See you later this evening on my live stream, whoever can make it. All right. 6 o'clock evening, Philippine time. Take care. Happy laundering. Happy laundering. Yeah. Take care. Bye, everyone. I'm feeling very hungry. Very, very hungry.